All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Las Vegas Raiders in tonight's video. So they just wrapped up their rookie minicamp this past weekend. And we got about a little less than a week until OTAs where the veterans are introduced. But we're hearing or heard a lot of great things about the Raiders rookie class from this past weekend. So mainly Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers picked number 13 in the first round. This dude was highly touted, All-American, one of the best playmakers heading into the draft. Some people thought he was going to fall, and that's exactly what did happen. It was just such a good quarterback class. So many quarterbacks going in the top 10. You saw so many wide receivers go in the top 10. I guarantee you in a different draft class, Brock Bowers is undoubtedly a top 10 selection. But at 13, he falls onto the Raiders' lap. And pretty much what we heard from this past weekend is that his role that we saw is hopefully going to be what we saw at Georgia. And basically, Brock Bowers is so versatile. He's so dynamic. It's how he was used in college is so intriguing because he was a tight end, but he moves like a freaking wide receiver. And so we did see him this past weekend line up not only as a traditional tight end, but also in the slot and also in the backfield. So this dude, I keep saying it on this channel. I'll say it one more time. I think he'll be the second best offensive player on the Raiders by the end of the season. And that for a rookie, I don't care where you're drafted, that's just really impressive. And Davante Adams, obviously one of the best wide receivers in the league. No matter who's throwing him the football, I guarantee you it's going to be Aiden O'Connell. But now you've got Davante Adams, Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker. Like, folks, I hope you're licking your chops just like I am, because this is a Raiders team that in Josh McDaniels' first half of the season, they put up 20 points one time. Well, fun fact, in all 4 final games for the Raiders regular season, they put up 20 or more points. So welcome back to the channel. Obviously, we're talking about the Raiders rookie minicamp in today's video. But before we do, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Raiders content. If you could try and get this video to 250 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. So moving on. Round 2 pick, Jackson Powers Johnson. There was a video of him knocking over a trainer who was lined up against him during a drill, and that went viral, and it was probably the Raiders' biggest story out of camp. But, he played center in college, right? He took home the trophy for top center last season. However, at camp, the rookie lineman was playing the left guard position. So he said it was kind of fitting in seamlessly. However, we're going to wait until OTAs. We're going to wait until the offseason, keeps going on to determine if he's going to be playing left guard, because I would have assumed he was going to be the starting right guard for the Raiders this upcoming season as they re-signed Andre James to a 3-year extension. However, this past Friday, he addressed the media, long hair, facial hair, cut off t-shirt, just kind of a throwback to the 70 Raiders, the John Madden Raiders. And this is exactly what he said when he got to the podium. Now, this is something that should put a smile on all of Raider Nation. This is just more proof of the type of culture Coach Pierce is setting. And I, for one, am all with it. So this is something we've been talking about last week or so. The whole media missing the mark on the Raiders organization as a whole. Oh, they don't have a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback. Well, guess what? They do have 2 quarterbacks. But more importantly, the Raiders culture was set back on track with Antonio Pierce when he came in as the interim head coach in, I believe, week 9 of last season, and then led the Raiders to a 5-4 record with a 4th-round rookie quarterback throwing the football. So moving on, 2 round 7 picks. These are 2 huge winners from this past weekend at rookie minicamp. Round 7, pick number 223, Trey Taylor, safety out of Air Force. This guy, if you can make plays, you're going to find a field. I don't care if you're drafted in the 7th round. If you're out there making plays, you are going to find the field in your rookie season. And that's exactly how I see Trey Taylor's rookie career going. You got Morig, you got Epps as your 2 safeties. However, they're both on expiring contracts. So Trey Taylor, the first ever defensive back drafted out of the Air Force Academy. He won the Jim Thorpe Award as the nation's top defensive back. He's the real deal. Raiders fans know it, but he's going to have an impact in his rookie season, just like, in my opinion, round 7 pick, number 229, just 6 picks later, MJ Devonshire, cornerback out of Pittsburgh. This is so intriguing to me because the cornerback spot was a huge point of emphasis, huge point of need entering the draft, right? And at pick 13, they decided to go with Brock Bowers over Terrion Arnold. Well, here's the thing. You don't need a crazy cornerback room, and Jack Jones showed us that he can be cornerback one this upcoming season when he was picked up last year, right? The dude was getting touchdowns, interceptions, pass breakups, quarterback hits, you name it. Jack Jones was all over the place as Raiders cornerback one. Slated as cornerback two is Jacorian Bennett, who had a very underwhelming rookie season out of Maryland in last year's draft. In the slot at the nickel, you got Nate Hobbs. Nate Hobbs, that's his bread and butter, is the nickelback spot, all right? So you did draft Camryn Richardson, and we've talked about him in past videos. I'm very excited about him as well. But apparently, MJ Devonshire was one of the players who was very impressive at rookie minicamp. He ran a 4.45 40-yard dash. He's 5'11", 186 pounds. However, he led Pittsburgh with 4 interceptions last season, including a pick 6, and had 10 PBUs in 12 games with 9 starts. So, I'm not saying MJ is going to be, locked down cornerback to this upcoming season, round 7 rookie out of Pittsburgh. But at the very least, we keep seeing, I've been talking about guys like Dory Jackson. There's a lot of veteran cornerbacks out there available on the market. It would not shock me in the slightest if Vegas did pick one of those up, even if it's just for camp competition. But either way, MJ Devonshire and Camryn Richardson are certainly going to be giving Jacorian Bennett a run for his money. So I feel hopeful. I feel confident that somebody can step in and be a reliable cornerback too. But if I did have to just point, emphasizing need right here, right now, after draft, after rookie minicamp, I would definitely go with the cornerback spot. So stay tuned in the next couple of weeks as we learn more as this team hits OTAs beginning in less than a week from the time of this recording. So that's pretty much it, man. The only concerns I have with the Raiders is the cornerback depth, the cornerback talent, and the cornerback depth. I think defensive line, they're one of the best in the business, one of the best in the NFL. We keep talking about that. Loving the linebacker room with Robert Spillane coming off a career season. Divine Diablo, so underrated, so undercovered in the NFL. And then he drafted Tommy Eichenberg out of OSU, and he fits the Raiders culture freaking perfectly. So you got to love it, man. I just think the Raiders had a really sneaky good draft, and kind of the discussion coming out of it is you either think the Raiders had a killer draft or you think they had a horrible draft and they had no idea what they were doing. I'm in the first part of that. I think the Raiders killed it. I think Brock Bowers is going to be a day one Pro Bowler. I think he's going to be a day one star, and he's going to elevate this Raiders offense no matter who's throwing him the football. Hopefully, as you guys can kind of see from these clips, Aiden O'Connell can throw a great football. He can throw a great football, right? So I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling very confident with these rookies especially, but that's it for me. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Raiders content. But let me know down below, which rookie are you most excited about for the Las Vegas Raiders this upcoming season? Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon.